But you were always a strong guy, you know. You were always strong, even when you didn't know how to arm wrestle at the beginning. You were still, your arm was strong. You came to Sweden. You took second place to Vekvia Samkaradze, but you were strong guy. I see that, you know, without the strap he couldn't beat. I was there too, you know. I was there too. I remember like yesterday, you know, your match with him. We're getting old, huh?
In 1994 or in?
Yeah,
1994,
Sweden,
yeah.
In Sweden.
Yeah. And then I saw him in 96, Virginia Beach, 75 kilo this time. I think this time he took second place to the Georgian guy.
Yeah, another Georgian.
Yeah. Another Georgian guy, yeah. I forgot his name, but I remember his face, everything I remember, yeah.
But we have it hard march in Golden Bear.
Yes, 98. Shamil Karajev, and I think Shamil won there, right? Shamil won there. There was 5 guys.
It's before 1997 or something.
You won?
In the casino of Chuck Norris. In Moscow.
And who was in the class?
In 75.
But who was in the class? You, Vekvia, and?
I don't know another.
You don't remember? Because in 98, I think there was only 5 guys in the professional class. I think it was Vekvia, Kutarashvili, you, Shamil Karajev, and the Turkish guy, you know, the older Turkish guy. You were in the same class all together, I think, or 6 guys or something. And I think there Shamil won, as far as I remember, where the John Berzing and Alan Karayopul on the same day. Yeah. And then I remember you some having wars with Kutarashvili in 98 Lithuania, 70 kilo. Long match. Very long. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Thomas Kutarashvili? Yeah. I was then 2 class below you. I was 60 kilo. I was 60 kilo. Yeah, you were in 70 kilo, yeah.
Was in the Lithuania Palanga.
1998 in Curacao.
Oh, you went there to Ireland?
Yeah, in Curacao in 1998.
You pulled there 70
First time
kilo.
in 70.
Yeah. I remember it's end of the year. It was the same time that we had. I was gonna go there too, but we went to Egypt for the World Championships. We went to Egypt, and I think there Kevin Bongard and Cobra was in 80 kilo.
Yeah, Cobra was there.
You were 70 kilo with who? Kenny Hughes?
70.
With who?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Yeah.
It's Canadian guy, but I forget the name. It's Canadian guy.
Yeah. If I tell you the name, you would remember?
Maybe.
Not Miles Walker, right? Not Miles Walker.
No.
I
don't know.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah.
It's just 22 years before.
Yeah.
22 years ago. Okay, Raymond, ask question. I know
I would ask Cvetan a little bit. He could give us some thoughts about training methodics, because in Bulgaria there is one methodic which is used by Krasimir Kostadinov when he's arm wrestling 3 days, 3 times a day, and there is more like your side training, like you, Plamen, and maybe Miroslav Ivanov and Stoyan sometimes. So what's the difference between those 2 systems, and how you organize your training with weights, with table time? Maybe you could give us some understanding.
I think if it start to training 2-3 times in the day, it's okay, but if you training hard, I mean, if I pull with you and Engin, it's hard 3 times in the day. If I pull with guys in 60-65 kilos, it's okay, because you are not training in 100%, because it's the guys is not so strong, and also if you are in 22, 23, it's not the same. It's like to be 45.
But you have never used such a method. I
trained 2 times in the days when I was young, For me, it's not problem. And training 6 days in the week, 7 days in the week.
Yeah.
It's no problem. When I train hard, it's no problem. 7 days in the week, and sometimes 2 times in the day. It's okay. But now, no, it's not possible.
But when it's 2 times a day,
7 days a week.
yeah, I have
7
done
days
this.
a week. 7 days a week is all with weights, or all you pull all the time.
No, maybe just 5 days pull and 2 times I go. Какие там набирания?
Can you imagine they are pulling 5 days a week? Just...
So he spent 5 days a week on the table with sparring partner. The rest of the week he do exercises, which is pull-ups, dips, and forearms with arm wrestling handles.
But if you said you did like 2 trainings in one day. So you had one training, it was a serious hard, like maximal effort training, and other was easier training, lighter, some rehabilitation, or both were really tough, hard trainings?
No, just one is hard and another is more exercise and some techniques and different exercise in different position, in loser, winner.
But still like 2 times both on a table, both with sparring partner.
Yeah.
Oh, that's serious.
Yeah.
I don't want to even think about it. If I start thinking, my elbows will give me signal. Don't do such thing. Don't
twice a day. 5 times a week.
Today I gave training to my wife. She's 55, 60 kilo. If she would tell me to do it again, I wouldn't do it. It would hurt me. Imagine that. Because my arms get cold now. If I do it again, I will get hurt.
Yeah. Listen, but right now you are still able to train how many times per week? How many times you feel you are recovering good for those workouts and arms are feeling good? You still can do like 5 times a week?
No, now I train 6 times in the week. Because
so one day off, huh?
I have time now and it's not work and it's okay. And it's fun because the guys coming here and we training and I finish and I drink one beer and I just look at them and make some video and it's okay.
You enjoy life and arm wrestling.
And tomorrow come Georgie and we training this evening hard.
Yeah, and maybe 2 beers with Georgie.
Yeah. And tomorrow I'll be finished and I just look them, wait a little bit to be tired, and after I try maybe with Golemanov and something.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that when he was young, he was pulling 7 days a week training, and now he get 50. That is because of that is 6 now, one day only.
Yeah, it's enough for 6 for 50-year-old man. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But do you realize that like whenever I said that there are more than one way to reaching the top. There has been times that I like before the Malaysia World Championships, because my elbows were hurting when I arm wrestle. Between the European and the Worlds, there was 4 months. I did only 2 table times. Yeah. Only 2 table times I did, and it wasn't with ready go. I was just like slow control pull because I said, like, why would I go there with injury? And so I go there with no injury, maybe less training, but with confidence. Because when you feel the pain, you are not confident. You are like,
sometimes better, healthier, but not maybe train till maximum. But
healthier. Imagine that I'm winning the World Championships and no ready go match, and then only 2 training in last 4 months. So it is possible to reach the top. And then Gashevski is like 7 times a week, just pulling and winning the world. So I'm just saying that, there are so many people are saying that, they are looking for absolute truth. Just tell me the secret. You tell me the secret. Okay, you do this, you're going to lighter this. And then whenever he does everything on the list, he's going to go and win the champion. There's nothing like that. First of all, I believe that we all need to believe in something, but this really need to work. Just because you believe, it's not going to work, But, something that works, and then we need to follow that direction, and do our best in that way. I think, don't you think that, it's also up to the individual, like in the trainings, you guys do it in your training, like probably similar programs, right? Similar programs mostly, but some guy cannot make top 20. Some guy just goes and win. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm
It is
sure.
also yeah, because it is, you need to be smart, you need to be fast, you need to know your opponent's ability. Just because you train with the weights, it
It's
doesn't
all
mean that.
together. There are things, yeah, where when
Uh-huh.
you are genetically gifted and you have
Yep.
good biomechanics, good understanding, and there are
Yeah.
also, which is I think very big talent, is ability to work, ability to train. You need that
Yeah.
motivation in your head to train twice a day, 7 days a week, and still at the age of 50 train 6 times a week
Mm-hmm.
on a table. That's not only genetically gifted, but that's also
Mm-hmm.
mentally gifted to be ready
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
all this
Yeah.
training 10 years, 20 years in a row. And that's how those great champions, when all this comes together, genetic, but also and mainly this motivation to work. And that's
Just
very,
imagine,
very important.
imagine that John Berzing is the best guy at the table, and then this guy is doing table training, and you can see that he's great by table training. And
Yeah.
imagine that all those other guys that he's training together, and just imagine that they are doing the same table training on the same days of the week. But John is John, and the guy. There are some guys that we probably never even heard their name. So they can't get better, because you get better as much as you can. Your mind understand and your body applies. Many people are underestimating the mind. But I
Yes.
think it is one of the most important thing. Is on the mind.
But
Yeah, you must
one more,
believe.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
say
believe.
Gashevski.
You must believe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And very important, what I think when I watch to places where talents come from. For example, from place where Cvetan trains for his
Hmm.
gym or for his club, there are many
Hmm.
great champions. From
Hmm.
your place, from Turkey, there are good champions. For example, Vladikavkaz gym, again, good champions. So I think
Georgia,
Georgia say so. There
Kazakhstan.
is some system, there is some understanding. Other thing,
Hmm.
for example, what John Brezeng, he's
Hmm.
great, but from of course there are some other, but or Devon Larratt, but I don't see so many great champions come out of that place. So I don't know if they either don't
I
have
think they are
motivation
special.
or maybe
I think they are special
those
individuals.
people are super special and individually gifted,
This is
but
what I
it's
believe.
not
Yeah.
about
Exception to
methodics.
the
But
rule.
if from
Exception.
one gym, yes, but
Hmm.
if from one gym there are 5, 10 or more really world class arm wrestlers, then I think there is something in that methodics,
System.
that
Yeah, that is working. Yeah.
understanding about arm wrestling, and that's what
Hmm.
I see also in Cvetan's club in Cvetan's arm wrestling place.
Yeah.
About
Yeah. Yeah.
motivation, I want to say one more thing, and Cvetan's motivation. I remember it was last championship or 2 years ago, and we were talking with Cvetan, and he was competing as always, and I was not
Hmm.
competing. I was watching, and Cvetan asked me, how are you and how you feel? Are you good? I said, I'm good. I'm strong. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to compete, but I don't want to. And Cvetan said, I feel not so good. I feel injuries, elbow pain, elbow in shoulder, in
Me
wrist,
also.
and
Yeah.
but he said, I want to compete. I can't, but I
Yeah.
want to. I said, I
Yeah.
can't, but I don't want to. And
Yeah.
I just for me that motivation to still at the age of 50, that the motivation to compete, that he want to be there, that he want to enjoy that all arm wrestling. That's incredible. That's what makes great champions, I think.
Yeah. For
Thank you.
me, for me, I want to be like there, and then as long as people says that, okay, I don't want to meet that guy in first round. You understand? I hope he's not gonna come. You understand? You understand? I think for me,
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
it's enough. You understand? For me, it's enough. If they are worrying about it, if they say that, okay, I hope this guy comes to me. At that point, I will stop arm wrestling. But as long as they are like, that effing old man, I hope he's not gonna come to me. You understand? That is enough for me. I think the same with Gashevski. As long as you never know. With a good draw, this guy can still
Yeah.
win the
Yeah.
world championship. I can go there
Yeah.
with a good
Still.
draw. I can still, there is chance. I'm not saying that I could, but there is a possibility. You understand? Same for you.
Yes.
But, you know,
Yes.
you are, what are you now? The 38?
Yes. Yes.
38, and then you should just go and compete, Janis. Come on. Come on. I'm not going to call you legend, you know, if you just stop, you know, just go there and fight. You don't have to win, you know, just go there. You're not gonna lose anything by fighting. People are gonna say he is near
No,
40 on master class.
But the main
Yeah.
thing is that I feel that I still can win. If I have
Yes.
good motivation, I feel that I
Yeah.
still can win. Just
Oh,
it's
but you, come on, it doesn't make sense what you are saying. You believe that. Listen. You believe that you have chance to win,
yeah.
and you are still looking for motivation. This is the motivation.
No, I know that I'm in for example before previous or Europeans with Ladislav, I was fighting even with him in a trainings and on ready to go, and then like 2 months later he's European champion both arms, and I feel like okay, and it's an 80 kilo class, and I know in a good day I can fight even with him, so I know my level. I know that
Okay, but that should be the best motivation, you know.
You are ready to pull.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
First,
Okay,
he
so
needs to
this-
get the WL hammer, and then
No, it's
then
not first. It's
come on, priorities, Jan,
but just
priorities.
tell me one thing. Just tell me one thing that, you know, but just, you know, Sam Harris is a great puller, you know, nothing to say. But just to go there in WAF, that is the place to, you know, from your own heart that that's the
Yes.
place to just win and then say, is there anyone? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. You understand? This is the place. Up to 90 kilo, for sure, WAF is the place that, you know, once you win, you know that there is no other.
yes.
But, you know, over 90 kilo, then other guys can come. The Prudnik that doesn't pull there, Rustam doesn't pull there. I cannot say anything. But up to 90 kilo, you win there, you know that you're the best. Yeah. So, Gashevski, just tell us more. So you're going to compete 80 kilo this
I
year?
will turn light.
If
Yeah.
we have competition, I compete in 80. Yeah.
How do you see? How do you see? Because, you know, since you are someone from the same country with the president of the World Armwrestling Federation, and he is your friend, I am sure that, you know, you are having some information. Like, how does it look about the World Championships? Does it look like, you know, it's gonna happen? How do you see? Or what do you hear?
Vreau разбера.
Какво си чул за световното първенство? Дали си имал някакъв...
I think the world is okay.
In Georgia.
Yeah, in Georgia, I think I speak today with Georgie, with secretary of our federation, and I speak with him about the national and from the world, and he say maybe they make the national in August, and he say from the world everything's okay for the moment.
But for September, or they may little bit like delay to do later date?
Maybe they make in October.
Oh, October, yeah. So okay, this is
Yeah.
what I was guessing. Yeah,
But
it makes
for
sense.
the
yeah.
world, for the moment, everything's okay, and I hope the situation is all over the world is going better and better, and start the competition and everything. Because now everybody wait, and
I hope everything will be fine, because arm wrestling is a sport that, you know, when you start the match, like you are heavily breathing, and then you are like 20 centimeters with the guy, you know, face to face. Referee is right there, you know, holding their hands, and then you are in a room with 1,000 people, 1,000 people in a room, most likely with air conditioner. You understand? And then, you know, it looks very risky. So I am just hoping that, you know, the health issues, you know, all these things will be totally solved, that there will not be any risk, because you are not only coming from your country, from maybe like 50 different countries.
yeah.
You know, 1,000 people are coming there. They are all together, and then even one person there had that virus. I'm sure that when the competition finish, everyone will have it, because one person to 10 people, 10 people to, you know, 100 people. Eventually, everyone in the building will have the virus when they come back to home. You know, so it is very dangerous.
I think now it's time for vendetta. I think because it's just
not
two
many people need to get
and
involved.
one referee and camera, and it's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's easy to make vendetta now.
It is. We lost Engin somewhere?
Yeah, I don't see him.
Yeah. His connection wasn't. Oh, okay, he's back.
Yeah, somebody just called. I had to turn it off to call, so it just cuts. You remember Travis? What Travis told us about what do you think about this, Cvetan? Travis is talking about a competition with 100 people, and there is no weight class, but everyone is pulling with the guy that is closest to his weight. Like when the competition starts, for example, if Dennis comes, Dennis is pulling the Dave Shafi, while you pulling the Hamza Zipak from Turkey, and while the 65 kilo is pulling 65 kilo. Yeah. So what I'm just saying that it goes like single elimination.
It's heaviest till lighter.
Yeah. But the heaviest guy will never pull the lightest guy till the end. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Everyone is eliminating. Like 80 kilo guy is pulling another guy who weighs 80 kilo and 200 gram. You understand? So he eliminates it. Then maybe next round he's gonna pull with someone who's 82 kilo. It goes like this, and then it goes up to like top 4. Like, do you think that if we do a competition like this, it would take attention? I think Raimon's and Janis also thinking in Latvia, but
we should try to make such in Latvia. We are thinking about.
We already talked about it. Yeah.
You did,
Probably we will make.
It will be interesting.
Interesting, yes, very interesting.
Interesting, very interesting.
Yeah,
because it's in two sides. So such way, if you are very, very good heavyweight, you have a good chance. And second is, if you are very good somewhere lightweight, but you are not the lightweight, but close to this middle of class, but not to get in the heavyweight side. So you have to be in this side where are all small ones, but and you are heaviest most of the likely, small.
You most likely will be in the final with the heavy guys. Because
it depends how much heavyweights show up. If there are a lot of or how much lightweights show up. If there are a lot of lightweights, but
then maybe you will be in the other group. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know, but probably I will be.
That would be very interesting. I just want to see how it in real life, because in theory, but in real life, you can have really good, amazing matchups there. So
also it could be if it's Vivekos in one side, it could be that lightweight. It's me, Kaspars Gravis, maybe Vladislavs, maybe someone else. So it's not so easy lightweight side as well.
Yeah. And how much money do you think that would bring here, like a lot of best people from other countries? How much money?
At first, we were gonna do it in Latvia,
local way.
I know, but I'm just asking that internationally. How much money would bring, like maybe.
The odds of winning are very low for everyone, doesn't matter how good you are. So I think there should be like 10 grand would be amazing for the first place.
You need to pay to top 8, maybe top 8 you need to pay so that everyone,
but for example, Moldova, you remember Moldova?
It was going to happen like this.
But also before this tournament, which 2 tournaments which happened in Moldova, for first place in open class, it was how much? It was 10,000 for first place, I think.
Yeah, it was a lot of money.
And in category, but at least if it's $10,000 for first place, and then for others as well,
good. 2,000 euro. It was 2,000 euro for the weight classes.
Category, and for open class was 10,000. But for such a money, good arm wrestlers will show up. For 10,000, good arm wrestlers will show up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So, Cvetan, I would like to ask about your arm wrestling style. I know that you are pulling like this mostly right now because of injuries. But what about Plamen? Plamen is you just watching how you are pulling, or that's how you have somehow developed that style of his? Because right now he's pulling almost like you, but I don't think he have such the same injuries like you.
No, I think he's very strong with this move here, and for him it's easy to training this because he training this 2, 3, 5 years, and he is very strong here. And I speak to him, you must push in the center, because you need this, because he is very strong here, but he don't believe in your mind to make this. And when he training, he try, and sometimes it's okay, but because he train here so hard, and when he push and he feels some pain,
probably.
and he feels some pain and he stop.
That's
because
why he's...
for me, it's important to be strong. If you want to be the best, you must to be strong in every position, not just full or just pressure.
Do you realize this? Do you realize that when Tautiev takes Zolev's hand, he keeps his shoulder close?
Yes,
and eventually he beats him. But whenever Plemen takes Zolev's hand, Plemen is already like this. So he is having all the pressure to do this way because he pulls. He's taking the hand of Zolev often.
Yeah.
But when the guy, if you don't have the shoulder close, you can't apply the pressure this way. So he's just pulling while Zolev is close, and then eventually Zolev is beating him with the
Yes. It's basic physics. If you are so far from your arm, you have just to make it
use more muscles in the fight, and you are good. You use now. I use just this, and it's not okay.
He's still very dangerous, very strong, and very effective. But he would be much more effective if he would get, or he could get closer in some moments in fight. That's true. Because I know that it's hard for you to do, but for him,
he's healthy now. He's healthy. Yeah, he should do it. Yeah, and last year he did very well at the World Championships. Year before, Tautiev at the European Championships beat him so easy. Tautiev beat Plemen so easy. This year, I mean, 2018, Tautiev beat him easy. 2019, Plemen beat him easy. Yeah.
And also Netherlands pool good with Tautiev. Remember another guy from my club, Netherlands.
Yes. Very good arm wrestler.
He's also very good now. He training hard. He coming every day here, and it's good.
His left arm is better than right arm.
Left hand is better from right.
He won against Vladislav Krasovskis with left arm in last Worlds. With left, I think it was.
How did he win? In a hook?
He beat him?
Get him in hook and finish him.
Pressed.
Wow.
He's very good. Very dangerous. And he can pull top roll hook. He changes up in the middle.
I asked Plemen before the match, before the tournament, with left arm you're gonna win probably, because year before he even gave a very hard match to Oleg Zok, and I was thinking that this year Oleg is not there. I thought Plemen would win, and then I asked Plemen, like, are you gonna win? He's like, I don't know. I was like, who is there? Zurab I know was there, but he said that there is another Bulgarian guy, and then I realized there is one more strong guy there.
They pull every day here, and they know each other.
Oh, and they will again go same weight class, huh? You said the Plemen may go up to 90 kilo.
Maybe. I don't know what he decides, because he's now is 87, 88, and not so much weight, and he's not training so hard. He coming here 1-2 times in the week, but when he start to training hard for the world, maybe he take 2-3 kilos more and go in 80, or I don't know.
90, you mean? Yeah.
In 90, sorry.
Yeah. I remember in Antalya, I asked him, he was 82 kilo. And there he was 82 kilo, but the winners of right arm and left arm, Zolev and Oleg Zok, he gave very hard time to both of them. He toppled Zolev there, and also he gave big trouble to Oleg Zok, and he was only 82 kilo there. Yeah, so he's great. Especially his hand is very strong.
The fingers is very strong.
Very strong, yeah.
We pull, and in my hand here is blue here, on the here is blue for the fingers.
Because he has strong fingers, and also you are applying pressure there. So two power is just
he pushed me, and after is here. Boo var. Boo. I have boo here in the hand.
Yeah.
Of the grip.
Yeah, this is the best way, Cvetan. In the past, when we were in our prime time, we had when we trained together, 90% of the Turkish national team was training together every week. We were not playing every day, but once a week. But Haydar was world champion, Niyazi was world champion, Özgür was world champion. Some heavier guys, the medal. I was world champion. Every week we were pulling each other. So we were better than each other, different styles, different hands. So now what you are doing in your trainings is also the same. That is why you guys are getting better and better, because you all pulling each other all the time. And you better each other. That competition makes you better.
Maybe for me it's not so good because they are a what? Because they coming and want to pull with me. They want to pull with me because I don't make hard start, and I am careful with them sometimes, and they want to pull with me. Also the youngest guy, I have one guy 18 years old, and he call every day, come here. And for me it's not so good, because to pull with 3-4 guys, I'm not young.
But Cvetan, maybe you should pull less. Why you need to force this much? What would you lose if you pull 3 times a week instead of 6 times? What would you lose?
But he loves to pull. He loves,
but he said that it's not good for him, to pull this much. I mean, why would you pull? You pull just to go and perform at your best in the World Championships. If it is no good to pull this much, he himself says, and then just what would you lose if you rest one day and pull another day? One day, I mean, you are not gonna have the better endurance just because you pull in every day. If you just.
I like to pull.
Yeah, I understand.
I like to pull, and some days I don't pull so hard. For example, this evening I pull hard with Nedalin. 1 hour, and tomorrow coming Golemanov and Georgi, and they are heavy, and for me it's problem. Maybe I just see and wait when they are tired, because it's hard with Georgi. It's very hard to pull. He come before, I don't know, 6 months or something. It's terrible.
Strong, huh? Very strong.
It's terrible. Before it's not the same. Now I take belt. It's not possible.
Yeah. I understand.
I think if George pull in top 8, I think he go in the final.
With Levan, right?
Yeah, he's very strong now. Not like before. Now he's very strong.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he's very strong.
But he could compete in a WAF World this year, or no?
Yeah, it's possible to go to the World this year.
Yes, because it was some problem, some
but
disqualification, or
it's finished in October.
Okay, yeah. What you said before, and Engin said about this team, it's interesting. Arm wrestling is a individual kind of sport, but I always like it that show me how strong is your team, and I will say how strong you are, because it's really important in arm wrestling. It's individual sport, but if you have a good team, that's really, really important.
Look at Georgians, a very small country with many of the best, and Ossetia. Ossetia is a very small part of Russia, and Gashevski also knows that we can easily count 30 world champions right now from from Ossetia. So many guys, so many. Shamil there, Aslanbek there, Fadzino there. Many of them. Yeah,
many.
Yeah, I can right now, without breathing, I can count 30 of them. Yeah. So as you said, training, team is very, very important. I always say that if you have a partner or more than one partner who knows arm wrestling and strong, and also have a good intention, not always to just beat, but just to better each other. I mean, like just do pull up and pull. For me, it's enough, you know. If you have that kind of training partner. But I always see the pull up necessary because it is good for the beginning position of arm wrestling. Because at the beginning position, you don't stay always while you are training. So you need to have here solid, the beginning position. After that, the rest you can train, you know, during the training. But here you need dynamic and static training. This is what I believe that if you can stay here maximal, like maybe 1 minute, it's good. Because if you don't have the beginning position solidness here, you are not the one, you know, who can hit first. So you need to be very strong in the beginning position. Do you agree, Cvetan? Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
I make a lot of static now because I have problems with the elbow. If I make some exercise, and it's problem to stay like this, it's okay. But make exercise and move the elbow, it's problem.
Maybe you do with very lightweight, just to healing purpose, you know, just to for the rehabilitation, you know, with very lightweights, not the heavyweights. Maybe 3 kilo, 4 kilo, just to, you know. Even 3-4 kilo, it hurts you?
Yeah, but I must do this before 15 years or 20 years. Now it's too late, I think.
I think it would still help a little bit. Janis would know better. When it is about the health, you know, I have no word. Or Janis is, you know, I can't say because he's the guy, you know. Yeah.
If Cvetan is able to pull 6 times a week on an arm wrestling table, then what we can ask about his health? Yeah, he's still
strong. The guys invite me every day.
Yeah. They are tempting you. Yeah. But do you think that your form is now better? Because you said that, you know, before you had work, you didn't train so much. But now, because of these problems, you know, global, you know, the virus thing, you said that you have more chance to train. So do you believe that this made you better, stronger now than, you know, for example, last year?
I feel good now because I don't have pain now with shoulders and
lower back.
Lower back, yeah.
Lower back because I have maybe 6 months last year problem. And now I'm okay and I feel good and I feel better now.
Yeah. He said to me that he's in his best shape since 10 years.
Yeah, I feel good.
Okay, people are in trouble.
That's good.
People are in trouble there.
But maybe just I feel this. Maybe it's not true, but I feel good.
That's important as well to feel
pain
good.
In shoulders, I feel good now.
But just trust me, Gashevski, if you have pain, it is for sure that you can't force yourself. It's for sure. If you don't have pain, it at least means that you are pushing more and more than when you have pain, yeah. And with the other guys that you train, and I'm not going to ask you who beats who or something because, you know, it's not nice to talk about these things. But when you compare yourself with the other guys from the team, like, do you also feel the difference that you're getting better?
Yeah.
You see? Oh.
Yeah, I feel good.
Because Janis, he told us the names of his training partners.
Yeah.
And then you know what it means, right, Janis? You know what it means. Because he's not training with the unknown guys. The guys that he's mentioning are the either world champ.
Yes, Cvetan knows level of arm wrestling. Cvetan knows what's his sparring partner level are. So if he says he's in good shape, if he feels good, then he feels good. So if he can pull against Plamen and Nadlin and Georgi or Stoyan, that's good.
Yeah, but I did the explanation because he said that maybe he's not good, maybe he feels good. This is what he said. But when I asked that, you know, how he is doing with the other guys, does he feel better than last year? And he said, yeah. And then we know that this is not only how he feels, and this is also the fact, you know, that is I'm trying to catch from his words, you know. Yeah. I love, you know.
Cvetan, right now, you think like Georgi Cvetkov is number 1 in Bulgaria, like strongest in Bulgaria?
Yeah,
who is second? Krasimir, Sasho?
Last time, Sasho, when they pull each other, Sasho beat Krasi with right hand. And now I speak with Sasho before 1 week, and he say, I'm okay now, I training hard. And maybe now Sasha win, but Krasi, I think Krasi need rest, and maybe if he do it now, rest 1 month or something, he'll be better after.
Yeah,
he was
because
resting. He told he was
non-stop.
resting.
Yeah, because I say to him maybe 2-3 times to Krasi, make some rest, because don't do my mistake from before, because I training no stop, going competition, and the years go and the work go, and sometimes you want, but it's not possible.
Yeah.
Because the body needs some relax.
Rest. Yeah.
I speak with Krasi last year and the year before. I say to him, stop for 1 month, do just some exercise with
just general maybe.
with 5 kilos, go to swim, running, and don't pull. And after again, I think he need this. Because he training hard 2-3 times in the day, and
we talked with him 2 days or 3 days ago. We talked with him. He said in his career, last 15 years, he never took rest more than 5 days. But now he said that he's resting. Am I mistaken?
Yes.
He said that he's resting now. Yeah. So I also told him that trust me, it will be better for you, because 15 years, the maximum you rested is 5 days. And now if you rest, like I think it will be great recovery for him, because he is still young enough to recover good. He's early 30s now, not like an old man like you and I. Yeah, so I think that he will recover. Very good. This is what I believe.
Yeah, I think if he stops now for a month and after, but it's very important to start step by step.
Yes, lightly.
Don't go direct to pull with Sasha or with Tsonev. Step by step for 1 month, and it'll be better.
Yes,
Because I have problems with elbow, with shoulder.
Yes. I mean, everything Gashevski is saying is matching with everything I believe. Whenever he said that you rest for 1 month, I mean, you are not there, so you need another month to go up there and then start pushing yourself. You don't go directly. You went from 10th floor to first floor, so you don't jump to 10th floor. You just go 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it is good that because he also experienced many injuries. I also experienced many injuries.
That's the thing. You know all this by your own experience. You're learning, and usually you're learning from your mistakes. That's
true. But good that it is your profession that that you know without experiencing. You don't need to put your hand to the fire to burn. Because you are doing these health things. Massage and everything.
Yes, but still, very often I say those things to my clients, and then I'm like, okay. Will I do like this? No. So
Janis never stops. Janis never stops. It's so hard, and he knows that at the time he needs to stop, and he's like, I cannot do it, and he goes and pulls it.
But trust me, he's 100 times better than I am Cvetan. Just trust me. Yeah. So Cvetan, anything you want to add? Anything you want to say? My friend, I want everyone to know this guy is one of the few best arm wrestlers ever that step up at the table. This is not, I am not extreming, and maybe young guys don't know him. They see him someone from the, at the table, just going there, taking 5th place, 6th place. He is not. He is just pulling it now 70%. And both Janis and I know who he is. This guy is for sure one of the best guys ever with Cobra, with Zolev, and Arsen Liliev also was a great guy. But it is hard to, when you say when we say the pound for pound best guys, if you realize it, Janis, that is a pound for pound, like we are pointing 2007.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. We are not saying that, pound for pound, best ever as a career. We don't say Arsen is great puller, but with the short career that he has, like to me, if he comes back and pulls like 6-7 years more with the same level he was, he sure will be about the maybe one of the a few best ever. But with the, I would say this to his face too. But with 7-8 years of career, in my book, nobody becomes legend. In my book, of course, everyone, to some people, because Alexei Voivoda won 2004, he's legend. I respect that opinion too. But for me, it needs to be like 20 years, 25 years, like Rambert, like John Brzezinski, like Gashevski. I don't care. From now on, Gashevski loses 3 million times. For me, it doesn't take even a bit from his legacy, and you know that too, Yanis.
Yeah.
So, add something,
anything you want to say to arm wrestling fans, to all other who watching maybe?
I want to say first, thank you for interview to you.
We thank you.
And I hope the competition start next 2 months or next month. Will be good, and we meet each other in the competition.
Again, yeah, like a family, yeah. We are like a family.
Okay, guys, this was a good one. I'm stopping.
Yeah, but I want to thank one more time. I thank you very much. It is an honor for us. I'm sure for Yanis and Raymond, this is why I say us. It's a big honor. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, and I hope to see you winning more medals.